What's up, YouTube? It's Andre here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am absolutely grateful, thankful, and blessed to have each and every single one of you beautiful souls join me here on this video where I'm going to be talking about the 3 steps on how to self-love yourself. But before we dive into it, if you haven't already, and this is your first time here, my name is Andre, the Superhero Love, and if you can, would you please hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I post a video on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that you'll be able to watch it. So let's jump right into it, everyone. So I wanted to emphasize something before I talk about the 3 steps. So for those of you who don't know already, I spent 20 plus years of my life hating humanity. I hated humanity. I hated everything and everyone on this planet. And I had dark thoughts. I never pulled the trigger, thank God for that. And I never took action on those thoughts. But I hated everything and everyone. And I hated myself. I really, really, really hated myself. Every day I would look at myself and I said, I hate myself, I hate myself, I hate myself. I wanted to just be off of this planet. So with that being said, you're probably wondering, how did I go from hating myself for 20 plus years and hating everything else in this world to being positive, to being able to self-love myself? Well, I'll tell you. My first step that I have for you, which is tip number 1, is positive self-talk. Positive self-talk is very, very, very important. And under no circumstances, since I've awakened back 2 years ago on October 6, 2019, yeah, there are times negative things happen, but I have to remember that my mind and my brain are on the line, and they are the 2 things that can control how my life can play out. So think of it like this. Someone's at a computer typing code, and they're entering negative code. Think of it like a virus that's attacking your computer. Why would I want to put a virus in my mind when I could put beautiful coding into my mind so that it spreads love and light into my body? So how I talk to myself is I tell myself that, Andre, you are able to handle anything. Andre, you are an amazing guy. I can do anything. I love me. I'm worth it, I'm enough, and I have a lot of love, and that there are people that are out there supporting me, and that life is happening for me, not to me. That's a saying that started really popping up recently. And just really being present, grateful, thankful, just to be alive. Because as you know, I almost lost my life twice in a span of 2 months. Now, I know a lot of you may not have had near-death experiences, and for those of you that have not experienced a spiritual awakening, the way that I was able to harness that spiritual awakening was to be positive and think positive thoughts. Because I was always a realistic, pessimistic person who never was optimistic at all. I was never positive. I want to stress this enough that having positive talk, telling myself that I am worthy, and I am is a very powerful statement. I am worthy. I am enough. I am abundant. I am able to have whatever it is I want in life. I'm able to accomplish my goals and dreams. Now remember one thing. I never had any goals and dreams growing up. Throughout the 20 plus years that I was in darkness, I walked the straight and narrow. I went to school, I got educated. It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to turn out. And you can say that it was a waste of my time, but in reality, it was all in my mind. And I walked the straight and narrow by going into a 9-to-5 corporate job that most of us were told that we need to do, and not knowing that there are other ways to be able to have sustainable income. So that's a little bit off tangent there. But I started re-encoding my mind with positive thoughts. And I always imagined this programmer sitting at the computer in my mind. Your brain is the computer and the user is the mind, just so you know, and inputting positive coding, not negative. Because if they're putting negative coding, it's a virus and it's going to attack the entire body. And when you're negative, you won't feel like doing anything. You're not motivated. Your body, your physiology just feels awful, and it's just you just don't want to do anything with life. You're just going to be in this cycle. So positive self-talk. I know that was a little bit long there and a little bit off tangent, but positive self-talk is tip number 1 I have for you. Tip number 2, remember how I said in my last video, which I'll point up here, about being grateful? Well, also being thankful for the things that you do have going on in your life. Being thankful for the things you are, such as being thankful for being able to breathe. I am thankful to be able to be alive, to tell you guys that I love you all a megaton. I am thankful to have a car where I'm able to shoot my YouTube videos, because I could be outside freezing my tail off shooting this video. So I am thankful that I'm able to take this opportunity to shoot this YouTube video. I am thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to breathe. I am thankful that my heart is beating. I am thankful that I have a roof over my head. I am thankful that I have amazing people in my life, and they know who they are, and I love them all a megaton. And I am absolutely thankful to just be here in this moment, spreading love and light while you're watching this video. These are the things that really light me up. And I never used to be thankful for anything. And when I learned about how to be thankful, it really started changing things. So I am thankful and grateful are kind of intertwined, but you can find at least one thing in your day to be thankful for. There's about 68,000 things you could be thankful for in a day, but there's one thing you could find at least in the moment to be thankful for if you're in a negative state. And this kind of goes back to my past video where I talked about the 5 steps on how to be happy. So that was tip number 2, be thankful. Tip number 3 is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, because this one for me took a lot of work, and it was a lot of repetition. Now, I want to emphasize that all these tips, you can't go from 0 to 100. We're not Teslas. We got to start small. Small, simple steps. Micro steps. One small step at a time. So this 3rd step that I have for you is mirror work. You're probably wondering, what is mirror work? For those of you who don't know what mirror work is, I will explain right now. So every morning, I would wake up, I'd go into the washroom before I brush my teeth, and I would look myself in my eyes in the mirror. And I would tell myself, Andre, I love you. Andre, you're enough. Andre, we are capable of anything. Andre, I am capable of anything. Andre, you can do anything you put your mind to. Andre, you are a loving, positive guy. Andre, you have an amazing smile. Andre, you are beautiful. Andre, you are a handsome guy. Andre, you are an amazing soul. So those are the things I would tell myself. Now, remember, I spent 20 years of my life hating humanity, hating myself, telling myself that I'm not worth it, I'm ugly, I'm a monster, I'm hideous, I'm evil, I'm not good enough, I'm just a piece of trash, and all these self-defeating thoughts. And it got me nowhere. And it made me feel awful inside, and I wasn't smiling. And when I tried to smile, my smiles were super unauthentic, like this. Like I was like shivering just to smile because it was so fake. It wasn't even real. But now when I look at my beautiful smile that I have, it's just, it lights me up. But it took work. It took a lot of work. Every single day since I've awakened from my spiritual awakening. And it doesn't mean that you have to go through a spiritual awakening just to change. I'm letting you know that this can be done at any time. You can change your life in an instant if you wanted to. But the choice is yours. But it took me small micro steps every single day. Repetition equals mastery. The more you do it, the more it starts getting reinforced. Of course, when I first started doing mirror work, it felt very fake, unauthentic. I'm like, this is so weird. Looking myself in the eye, telling myself that I love me, I love you, I love me. Like, it's so weird. And trying to smile like I showed you, my unauthentic smile. But over time, it started changing. And it started becoming natural. It started becoming who I was meant to be. The superhero of love, the man of light, the beacon of hope, to someone who can spread love and light to every single person's hearts and souls on this beautiful planet that we live on. How amazing is that? So yeah, tip number 3, mirror work. Like I said, it's not gonna just happen overnight. We're not Teslas. We can't go from 0 to 100. If you do, it's not sustainable. We have to take it one small step at a time. But yeah, those are my 3 tips that I have on how to self-love yourself. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it was a little long, but I really wanted to get this one out. And if any of you have any other tips that I haven't shared, please just share it in the comments below so that others can see and can benefit me, because I'm a lifelong learner. I love learning, and you know that I engage with each and every one of you in the comments. So please, if any of you have any tips, please share it down below. I'd really appreciate it, because I'd love to learn your tips on how you self-love yourself. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all so much. With all my heart and soul, a megaton. I wish you all an amazing day. I hope you all keep on shining, keep on smiling, keep on glowing, keep on flowing. And until next time, I am Andre, the superhero of love. And I wish you lots of love and light. And I love you all a megaton. Bye.